Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to talk about neuroscience and how it helps us unravel the mysteries of the brain. To show an example, we will be focused in a project called the Commit Project. My name is Peter Hutchinson and I am an NIHR research professor at the Department of Clinical Neurosciences in the University of Cambridge and honorary consultant neurosurgeon at Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge. I'm also the principal investigator of the Commit project that we will explain later. So let's start with the beginning. What does neuroscience mean? Neuroscience is the scientific study of the nervous system. The nervous system is a highly complex set of cells that coordinates the actions and sensory information of an animal's body by transmitting signals to and from different parts. It is formed by two parts, the central nervous system that includes the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system that includes all of the nerves and ganglions that branch out from the brain and spinal cord and extends other parts of the body, including muscles and organs. All animals more advanced than sponges have nervous systems. In the nervous system, one of the most important parts is the brain that acts as the central computer. The brain is one of the largest and most complex organs in the human body and responsible for many bodily functions. We need to protect it. However, nowadays, traumatic brain injury is the largest single cause of death in people under 40 in the developed world, from motor accidents, falls, assaults, and other causes. And also, traumatic brain injury is rising with ageing populations since the probabilities of falling are higher in the elderly. It is also the major cause of morbidity and disability worldwide. Following the initial trauma, complex changes evolve in the injured brain which may suffer secondary damage, leading to unfavourable clinical outcomes. The best way to avoid all these problems is by preventing it. Some of the best options to prevent it are by wearing a helmet when participating in sports and recreational activities, safe driving, and preventing falls at home in older adults by installing handrails in bathrooms on both sides of a stairway, removing trip hazards such as throw rugs and clutter, improving lighting throughout your home, maintaining regular activity for older adults, using non-slip mats in the bathtub or shower floor, and also getting regular eye exams. In children, the best options to prevent head injuries are by installing window guards to prevent falls from open windows, using safety gates at the top and bottom of stairs, keeping stairs clear of clutter, using a non-slip mat in the bathtub or shower floor, and using playgrounds with shock-absorbing materials on the ground. There are some other options that you can find in the link below. Nevertheless, it is also very important to learn how to prevent secondary damage from traumatic brain injury and unfavourable clinical outcomes. To this day, there are still many doubts to be resolved about the process that takes place in the brain after a traumatic brain injury, and no treatment has yet been established in terms of specific neuroprotective therapy. The solution for this doubt is always research. With research, we are trying to figure out the answer to lots of questions like what is happening inside the brain, how will the patient evolve, is he or she responding to treatment, will the patient have ongoing sequelae. Our solution to the answers of some of these questions has been continuous online microdialysis monitoring. In patients with severe traumatic brain injury, the microdialysis technique allows researchers to reach the core of the problem, the brain, and obtain a wealth of information about the patient's neurochemistry. This information is crucial in determining proper treatment. Continuous monitoring of patients allows this treatment to be modified as quickly as necessary. From this idea, the Commit project was born. Now my colleague Jeremy will explain a little more about this project.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Dearling. I'm a member of the public and a former patient. I'm part of a team of people led by Professor Peter Hutchinson, a neurosurgeon in the Department of Clinical Neurosciences at the University of Cambridge based in Addenbrooke's Hospital. Other team members include Farah Alimagam, Nuria Marco Garcia, Agnieszka Zakrzewska, Adam Young, Tanya Hutter and Kerry Carpenter. And we are also working with other outside research organisations. We have been funded by the National Institute of Health Research, known as the NIHR, to bring to production a device we have invented for use in intensive care units. This device will continuously monitor the substances evolving in the brains of patients who've had a severe brain injury. Currently, the information needed by the nurses and doctors caring for these patients is done throughout the day at intervals. It's done by nurses manually collecting enough brain fluid to be tested on one of the old technology bedside analyzer machines, and all that takes an hour. With our new device, that information is available automatically, second by second, and that frees up nurses' time to take care of patients. The reason why this new device is so important is because in the intervening period between a sample being taken off and the results coming back, the picture may and often does change, and the way the patient specialist team cares for patients may not be quite what they need. It's like a cook preparing a complicated casserole and sending someone off for an ingredient only to find that when they come back, the casserole has matured differently and the ingredient is no longer suitable. Everyone has a different role in the research team. My role is to look at what's going on from the perspective of the patient and those who love them. There are lots of teams doing research across Cambridge and across the world. The voice and the perspective of the patient is always one that contributes to the world of research, and it's one that researchers always welcome. And if you're interested in helping research, there are lots of opportunities. Thank you for watching this.